We were actually driving through El Paso, going to Phoenix one year for Christmas. We were in a 57 Cadillac. Mama was driving, Daddy was in the back seat, and with his little Martin guitar, I was in the front seat with her. And he's writing this words to this, what sounds like a movie soundtrack, you know, and it was just a great story. But, you know, we had no idea at the time, you know, what kind of significance that was going to have, because it was just a neat story, you know. And he wrote on it all the way through El Paso. We were probably to Deming, New Mexico before he put his guitar down.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Blacker than night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was deep for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked for the foul, evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, and that was to run. Out through the back door of Rosie's I ran, out where the horses were tied. I caught a good one, it looked like it could run. Up on its back and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso out to the Badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. It's been so long since I've seen the young maiden. My love is stronger than my fear of death. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Tomorrow a bullet will find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rose's Cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. To my right I see 5 mounted cowboys, off to my left, right, a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. Something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a deep burning pain in my soul. Trying to stay in the saddle, I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Felina is strong, and I rise where I've fallen. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for, one little kiss, then Felina, goodbye.
He was a very complex person. He was not somebody you could just figure out or describe in one sentence. Or my mother always said this about me. If somebody asked her, said, "Can you describe your son in a paragraph?" She said, "I can describe him in one word: unpredictable." Well, Marty was that way too.
Someday I'm gonna write the story of my life. I tell about the night we met and how my heart can't forget the way you smiled at me. I want the world to know the story of my life. The moment when your lips met mine, and that first exciting time I held you close to me. Sorrow when our love was breaking up, the memory of a broken heart. Later on, the joy of making up, never more to call. There's one thing left to do before my story's through. I gotta take you for my wife, so the story of my life can start and end with you. Sorrow when our love was breaking up, the memory of a broken heart. Later on, the joy of making up, never more to part. There's one thing left to do before my story's through. I gotta take you for my wife, so the story of my life can start and end, can start and end, can start and end with you.
Marty was the first mainstream star to record a song by Canada's Gordon Lightfoot. In fact, he recorded Ribbon of Darkness a full year before Gordon's own debut U.S. album appeared.
Ribbon of darkness over me since my true love walked out the door. Tears I never had before. Ribbon of darkness over me. Clouds are gathering over my head that chill the day and hide the sun. Let's shroud the night when day is done. Ribbon of darkness over me. Rain is falling on the meadow where once my love and I did lie. Now she is gone from the meadow. My love, goodbye. How I wish your heart could see how mine just aches and breaks all day. Come on back and take away ribbon of darkness over me.
Some of my fondest memories are waking up in the middle of the night and hearing his voice coming through the air conditioner vent, because where we lived in Franklin, he had a little music room in the other end of the house from the rest of the family's living quarters. And he would be up 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning every night because he couldn't sleep. I don't know, he would sleep 3 hours a night. He would be out on the piano and just singing, writing, you know, you name it.
When you walk through the storm, hold your head high. Don't be afraid of the night. At the end of the day,
is the golden sun and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on through the rain, walk on through the storm, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never
Marty recorded pop standards throughout his career. In 1962, he devoted an entire album to them called Marty After Midnight. And this was years before Willie Nelson even dreamed of doing Stardust. So Marty was way ahead of his time. He was also unusual in that he took some of these old songs and turned them into country music singles, like Return to Me, I Don't Know Why I Just Do, and, unforgettably, Among My Souvenirs. Among My Souvenirs dates from 1928, but in 1976, Marty made it new all over again by taking it all the way to #1 on the country hit